people need to understand there's a difference between baby daddies and fathers. Baby daddies and fathers, they're not the same. The same difference, baby mamas and mothers are not the same. Those are two separate category of people. A person that don't know their rights have no rights. Most people don't know that child support is fraud. Most people don't know that. Most people don't know that child support violates the Constitution. Child support was not created for the benefit of the child or the parent. Nobody knows that. How can you verify a child support on somebody's credit when your own case law says it's not supposed to be on there? That means an investigation was not done. Failure to investigate is an offense. What's a rumor we've heard about bankruptcy? It stays on your credit for 10 years.
7 years, 10
years, right?
Can't buy a house.
Did you know that you can get a bankruptcy deleted in 4 days legally?
4 days.
Yep, DAYS. 4 days legally.
What happens if the 5th day comes and that bankruptcy is settled?
The reason why a late payment is on your credit is because you let it be on your credit. Most people will never challenge a late payment. What are they doing? They're using fucking goodwill letters. Oh, please, my cat died. My dog died. You know, I've been a great consumer for many, many years. I've never been late. Why would you ever want to say some shit like that?
Welcome back to another episode of Motion is Success. Listen, guys, my name is Cody Brown, and I got my co-host with me today.
Yes, Ayo, and yo, we back with another episode, bro, and it's another great episode. We got another guest, a really special guest.
We've got a returning guest.
Yep.
We're going to be talking about a lot of things that, a lot of people owing money, a lot of corporations being owed money, a lot of people needing help when it comes to removing things like charge-offs, student loans, late payments, bankruptcies, all of the things that are holding people down. This is the episode that you need to tune into because we're going to be breaking it down step by step with my guy, Daraine. So listen, guys, this is another episode where Motion is Success meets Daraine Part 2. So go ahead and introduce yourself. You might not have to introduce yourself.
We have to account for new people.
Yeah,
that's always account for new people that don't know me, don't trust me, don't like me. Because, I got an accent. They're like, who's this dude with an accent? Well, for your information, I'm Jamaican.
Yeah.
So, that explains the accent. I'm not British. I'm Jamaican. Now, next thing is, hey, I'm Daraine Delevante. I'm your favorite consumer law expert. I teach you how to repair, rebuild, restore your own credit using consumer laws. I teach you how to grow and scale your credit repair business or your consultation business to your 6 figures, multiple 6 figures using digital marketing, online marketing, digital products. I also teach people now how to sue debt collectors and consumer reporting agencies for violations on your credit. There's a lot going on now. It's a great time to be alive. I'm gonna tell you all that. So it's a few things. A few things.
Okay. All right, cool. So we gonna jump straight into it. We definitely gonna jump straight into it.
For sure. Because I've been seeing a lot of stuff going on the internet. We follow you on social media, and we've been seeing you going on live. Giving game, especially
4.5 years now. Been doing it.
Yeah,
faithfully,
giving hella game. And something new that I seen was you jumped into the child support into helping men get that off their record.
Child support.
How did that come about? Like you jumping into the child support?
Right, so people need to understand there's a difference between baby daddies and fathers. All right, baby daddies and fathers, they're not the same. The same difference. Baby mamas and mothers are not the same. Those are two separate category of people. No, y'all looking at me like crazy. Like you're looking at me hella crazy.
I'm trying to get it.
So a father, right? Hey D, you little man. He's locked in. All right. So a father is a person that's always there for their kid.
Yeah.
You're not a sperm donor. You're there. Yeah. Your kid just fly. Like we got matching shoes. Yeah. We match him, right? So like a father is a person that's always going to, even if you're not with the child's mother, you're still going to be in your kid's life. You're showing up. It doesn't matter where you are. You're still showing up, taking the kid out, bringing them to, well, if y'all don't do podcasts, you're not going to bring the kid to a podcast, but I do. So, bringing the kid to the podcast, bringing the kid to Dave and Buster's, bringing it, going to the game, stuff like that. A father is present and influential in their child's life. A baby daddy is someone that you have, that the mother of the child has to constantly run down. Oh, your kid needs this. You're not supporting your kid. You're a deadbeat dad. Those are baby dad. Those are sperm donors, right? The same thing now with where you have baby mamas who's just nagging you all the time that needs Jesus in a cup of tea, so like baby mamas weaponize kids against fathers, right? Mothers are individuals that takes care of the child. The child well-being is first. The mother is not dragging you into child support court just because y'all are not together. They understand the relationship didn't work. It is what it is. Let's be the best co-parent. Let's give our child the best possible future we can, even though we're living separate lives, right? Those are mothers. Right? They offer guidance, not knowing baby mama who's, oh, we're not together, I'm taking you to child support. Then they go inside of your wallet, take your ID, take a picture of your social security card, go enroll you in the state program, which is actually identity theft. So there's a big difference between moms or mothers and baby mamas versus dads and our fathers and baby daddies. We're not the same, bro. We're not the same.
I'm glad you actually broke it down like that, because I'm looking like today, once we hear child support, we automatically think like, yo, hey, that's a deadbeat dad, and then it's such.
We got some vicious baby mamas, bro.
Yeah, I know, and it really sucks to the point because a lot of men don't even tend to fight it back. Like, so I'm glad to see the men are fighting it back now.
A person that does not know their rights have no rights. I'm gonna let that one sink in for a minute. A person that don't know their rights have no rights. Most people don't know that child support is fraud. Most people don't know that. Most people don't know that child support violates the Constitution. It violates the separation of powers.
The United States Constitution?
Yes, it does.
Really?
So the separation of powers, the executive branch, your judicial branch, and the legislative branch. Child support violates all of them. Child support was not created for the benefit of the child or the parent. Nobody knows that. Child support was created as a collection arm of Title IV. So let me break down how child support works. Most people don't know how it works. People think that the money that they get from baby daddy or baby mama is what they get paid for child support. It's not. What they get is the equivalent of through Title 4A. So there's two titles. I want you to think of a parent. That parent is called Title 4, right? In the Social Security Act. Right. That parent has two children. The eldest child is the giver. That's Title A. It funds welfare program, TANF, EV, all those welfare programs are funded through Title 4A. This is where the grants come from, all of that great stuff. Now, in order for you to qualify for Title 4A, well, they need to know where the baby daddy is, or if he's present, alive, or dead, because that's a requirement, right? Now, most people will say, oh, baby daddy signed a birth certificate, baby daddy did this, or whatever, and then it gives the second child, which is Title 4D, the ammunition it needs to go recoup those funds. So Title 4A gives it away through these programs, right? For needy families and dependent child. That's what it does. Title 4D, child support, is the collection arm. So if you're a baby daddy, or if you got a kid and the mama or the baby mama is on these state programs, the TANF and welfare and these programs, they're going to come after you because they need the money back. They couldn't collect it under Title A because they're giving it. How can you give something away and collect it under the same title? So they created a separate program called Title 4D. Title 4D was not sexy enough. They had to rebrand it. So it got rebranded to
the
child support.
But I think, correct me where I'm if I go wrong, but I see where you come in here. So now, just to summarize a little bit, so what's going on, my Motion and Success family? Sorry to break the interview, but I had to. I just wanted to share some information with you guys because I know there is a problem. A lot of people out here, they're struggling with their credit. They're struggling to get funding. They're struggling to close a real estate deal. They're struggling to go ahead and increase their credit score. They're struggling to remove inquiries off your profile. I have the solution for you. So now what I went ahead and did was I created an AI powered software that you can use to go out and repair your own credit, not only your credit, but also your family members' credit if you wanted to. So the name of the system is called m2magnate.com. This is an AI powered software that you can use that will generate all the letters for you in less than 5 minutes, and you can send out your letters throughout the software to get the results. This is the same exact system that's responsible for helping me remove negative items off my client's credit profile, my credit profile, and this is what's going to help you to get that 700 plus credit score without having to pay thousands of dollars. Go ahead and visit m2magnate.com and start working on your credit. See you guys inside the software. The child support stuff is already a thing. Like, it's grants, right? From what you
Correct. It's always been a thing.
So it's
not. It wasn't
government.
child support.
Yeah.
It's not child support.
All right. So it's the grants going to
Needy families
families
with dependent children, families in need and dependent children.
So now where child support comes in, right, is where they want to know who can pay this money back after we done gave it.
Correct. So that person is called the non-custodial parent,
which is most times the father.
Correct. The absent parent.
So now they want to go where the father is because, all right, cool. If we're giving you money, that means
we want it back. Somebody's got to pay.
Somebody
got to pay it back.
And they want the fathers to pay it back.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of feel like I know where you're going a little bit. So now where you said child support is non-constitutional or illegal or something like that?
Yeah.
So it's illegal because they don't know how to, the fathers or the person that's on child support don't know how to recuperate the money.
But it's not really recuperate the money. So
or not make it happen.
So not exactly. So child support is the only thing that violates the separation of powers. Child support has their own hearings, their own fake court with their own fake judges. They make their own fake laws, and then people get thrown in jail for contempt when they, quote unquote, breach the court order, right? So right there, child support is demonstrating that it can be executive, it can be judicial, and it can be legislative.
Yeah.
It makes its own laws, it has its own hearings, and it rules its own, it sends you to jail. It's a whole separation of powers.
Wow.
It violates that. But not only that, child support is not a consumer debt. So when we talk about consumer, all right, how many people you know, right? How many people you know that said they have a child support on their credit?
A lot of people.
Did you all know that TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian knew from 2003 that child support was not supposed to be on anybody's credit? And they got updated again in 2007 that child support is not supposed to be on people's credit.
So why is the child support there though? So why is it there?
Because they let it happen. That's why I say child support is fraud. Child support is illegal.
So now, all right. So now, if child support is illegal and is not supposed to be on the credit report, what's the steps on getting a child support?
So
what was the issue?
All right. So the first thing we need to know, even if you paid for it, it is not a consumer credit transaction. Now, what you do is not my business. If you want to go pay for some stuff, you pay for it. But the fact that you paid for it, there were no lines of credit extended.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go into the definition of what a consumer credit transaction is, lines of credit extended. Now, whether you bought it or not, there's no lines of credit. And by the definition that was updated in the Fair and Accurate Credit Reporting, like the FACT Act or FACTA or whatever they want to call it, The definition of credit exclude child support, municipal fines, tickets, tow yard. They can't put those stuff on your credit anymore. It's not anymore. It's been ongoing since 2003.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a case law. It's Kevin D. Miller versus TransUnion, right? In this, there was a letter sent by TransUnion, and TransUnion. You know what? Let me see if I can find this letter so you can read it. I rather you read it and then I break it down so people can hear it.
A lot of men about to get saved today, bro. They don't be like, yo,
let me go find this letter. I'm gonna go find this letter, and I want you to read it, and then we're gonna break it down because most people be thinking that Daraine be just saying some shit. All right,
Daraine is almost a prophet now.
That's a letter from TransUnion.
All right, cool. So it says TransUnion, important notice, credit reports for collections of delinquent child support, judgments, fines, and liens may no longer be permitted.
May what?
May no longer be permitted.
Okay.
So it says federal courts recently have issued rulings about the use of consumer reports for the collection of an account under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. These cases note that certain definitions were added to the FCRA as part of 2003 Amendments FACT Act.
Since when?
2003
That's interesting.
amendments.
2003. All right, keep going. I'm not going to interrupt you.
So it says, in particular, the word credit, in parentheses, was defined as a result of the new definition. The position that is being advocated is that, in parentheses again, collection of an account, close parentheses, is a permissible purpose to obtain a consumer report only when the collection is in connection with a credit transaction.
With a what?
A credit transaction.
So how does you laying pipe constitutes? How does that constitute a credit transaction? It does
doesn't.
not. Even if you paid for it, it does not.
It doesn't, yeah.
and this coming from TransUnion.
It's a letter. The
Yeah.
case law was against TransUnion, so they had to issue it, and everybody was put on notice.
Yeah.
But they removed it from their websites. People can't find it. So even though you know it's true, the evidence is hard to find. So they kept silent and they put it on the creditors.
So quick question. Who is Kenneth McCurdy versus Linebarger, Goggin, Blair, and Sanson LLP?
These are some of the so these would be like some of the sources, but some of the attorneys that also represented TransUnion. So the law firms, they always represent TransUnion. But like I said, bro, they knew this since 2003 and 2007 that child support is not supposed to be on people's credit, but they allow it. And there's a lot of you right now watching this episode, and you got friends and you got families, and you know child support is on their credit, but they disputed it and it came back verified. How can child support come back verified on your credit when it's not even supposed to be on there?
Wow.
That's the fraud in the system.
Right.
And if you don't know consumer laws, the people that know the things you don't know will always use this against you. That's why I said a person that does not know their rights have no rights.
That's some game, because like I said, like a lot of men, they got their lives ruined, for child support. They can't fly out the country. Sometimes they get their paycheck, half of it is gone. So, to see that, like you just broke down, like it's not even supposed to be on your credit report.
Not at all.
That right there it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. It's really, really crazy. And like, based on your experience, like, have you had somebody who got, like, basically they wiped them off?
Yeah, easy, bro. One letter. Dude, like, my child support letter is the bulletproof child support letter of all letters. And if they rebut my letter, my round 2 is an intent to sue. There is no round 3. We're going to court. And who do you think is going to win? I got proof, baby.
Yeah.
I got proof.
Yeah.
All right, so sorry to break the episode. This message is for any entrepreneur. You really do a good job. You're killing it at whatever you do, but no one knows you. You have no social media presence. Well, guess what? You're missing out on a lot of money. Good news is I help entrepreneurs like you grow organically on social media. No gimmicks, no ads, just authentic, strategic content that converts. And if you're a podcaster, I've got you covered as well. If you're struggling to grow your show, struggling with editing, well, I cover those services as well. It's time to stop procrastinating and take action immediately. Click the link down below and book a call with me where we're going to sit down and talk one-on-one, and we're going to start helping you grow and create some motion and success, but more importantly, get you some leads that will convert into dollars. So what are you waiting for? Your audience is waiting for you. Let's get them to trust you. Click the link below.
So let me ask you a question now. So now, say for example, a person want to draft up a letter to go ahead and remove a child support.
Any letter. You got to get my letter.
So
It's not a shameless plug. You got to get my letter. The reason why, Cody, I don't trust other people's letter, because you know what? People want to put what they think inside of dispute letters. It's not what you think. It's the context of what you need to know. It needs to be straight to the point. It needs to be factual. Take how you feel out of it.
Okay.
It's straight to the point. You just
Right.
got to get my child support letter.
All right.
Go be great.
So now you get the child support letter. Do you go ahead and get it notarized? Get yourself
All of it.
You know,
No attorney. No attorney, bro. No.
What's the process like?
So we're gonna break it down, right?
Yeah.
Y'all, I love this thing that y'all do, the step by step. We're gonna break it down. So first of all, this is what you're gonna do. Step number 1, you're gonna watch this episode. Step number 2, you're gonna subscribe, right? That's step number 2. You're gonna subscribe because all this game is not free. You're gonna put some social currency here. So you're gonna subscribe. All right. Next, after you subscribe, you're going to share this with a few of your friends. After that, now let's get into it. So you want to pull your reports.
Right.
Pulling your reports, you need to know what's on there, right? So let's say we see child support on the credit, right?
Yeah.
All right, great. Now what? All right, I need to go over to DaraineDelevante.com. That's DaraineDelevante. Go over to DaraineDelevante.com, hit shop, and then when you go to the dispute letter store, you put in child support. Once you put in child support, the letter is there. Or depending on what platform you're on, if you come in child support, just let me know if y'all see the word child support anywhere, then I can send them the link.
Yeah.
So come in child support. If this is on my page, if you come in child support, like you should get a link. But regardless, you're gonna get something. Just follow the steps. Now, the round 1 letter, I did not make a round 2 letter because it's not needed. The round 1 letter has the case law built in, along with other verbiage to compel the deletion. It's a round 1 deletion letter. Now, if a consumer reporting agency is stupid enough to say verified, which I wish they would, I dare any TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian to reply verified or validated. As a matter of fact, I dare DHHS to validate or verify that information.
And to fill you guys in, verified means that you sent the letter and they did not do what they wanted you to do in that letter.
No
Just remove
investigation
it.
was
Yeah.
done. Or if an investigation was done, it says that the account is accurate. I wish one of them would. Read my lips. I wish one of y'all would. All caps. I wish they would.
Yeah.
Men, when you change the things you look at, the things you look at will also change. You're seeing child support being a negative mark on your credit. Well, it's a negative mark if you let it. This can also be one of the biggest paydays of your motherfucking life.
Yeah.
Let me walk you through a scenario. I'm going to walk you through because I can see the wheels turning.
Yeah.
And you're in credit, so you know where this is going. All right. 15 U.S.C. 1681I. A consumer has the right to dispute any item of information on the consumer report that a consumer deems is inaccurate or unverifiable or incomplete. The same law says a consumer reporting agency have to investigate the dispute. They must. They shall, by law, free of charge. Now, if they come back verified, validated, accurate, that would also imply that an investigation was done. A reinvestigation, I should say, not an investigation, because the item should have been investigated before it went on your credit report. That's why it's called a reinvestigation. So now, if they reinvestigated and they say it's accurate, verified, or validated, it simply means that it is true, so help me God. They verified the information. Well, how can you verify a child support on somebody's credit when your own case law says it's not supposed to be on there? That means an investigation was not done. Failure to investigate is an offense. If they fail to investigate, it is a breach. It is a violation of 15 U.S.C. 1681I. And then the fact that they did not conduct the investigation, it was not verified, it was not validated. There are case laws out there. There's this case law. What's the dude's name? What's the case law? Cushman versus TransUnion. Right? And that case law specifically highlights the fact that a consumer reporting agency must investigate a dispute. So I wish they would. I wish you motherfucking would.
Oh man, so now let's just say they do now, what are we going for? Money?
I heard that you're in the market for a Lamborghini Urus. I also heard that you're a real estate investor.
Yeah.
And I also heard that you use your personal credit to get funding for your endeavors. I also heard that your family's expanded and you're in the market for a new home. So if you are supposed to get denied for these things to enhance your business, your life, the quality of life for yourself and your family, and you so happen to get denied because of an illegal child support on your credit, reporting negatively, that cost you an opportunity to get a Lamborghini, to market your business, for you to get another real estate property, to expand your portfolio, for you to move into a new home with your family. 15 U.S.C. 1681N says that is civil liability, and any actual damage you're owed. Now, let's not talk about emotional damages, as you being labeled a failure, you being labeled as a deadbeat dad. Your spouse, your wife don't want to put you no more.
Sometimes the children too.
Yep, the children don't even like you no more because daddy can't even get us a new house. That's a lot of emotional trauma. Well, do you know there's also case laws where emotional damages was about 150,000 emotional damages alone?
How can somebody prove that there?
It's easy. Your denial letters. And for emotional damages, you don't have to prove it. You state it. There's a case law for it.
Interesting.
When you change, things you look at will also change. I wish you would.
Wow. So now let's talk about another thing that people usually have problem with, and that's bankruptcy. Especially coming out of COVID, a lot of businesses didn't really recuperate from,
Hold on 1 minute. Let me check on my little guy. Dominic, you okay? All right. See, that's what dads do. We check on our kids. Y'all baby daddies out there, y'all ain't shit. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
So now coming out of COVID, for example, one of the things is people had to file bankruptcy because, they didn't know it was a trying time, and it kind of forced people to do what they had to do, and we're not going to say, all right, cool, it was a wrong move or it was a right move, but it happened anyways.
Sure.
So how can the person say, let's go ahead and remove this bankruptcy off the credit report? Or can somebody get any compensation? Can it even be deleted?
It's not what you know, it's what you can prove, right?
Yeah.
What's the rumor we've heard about bankruptcy? It stays on your credit for 10
years. 10 years,
right?
Can't buy a house.
Did you know that you can get a bankruptcy deleted in 4 days, legally?
4 days.
Yep, DAYS, 4 days, legally.
Is that identity theft or something? What do they say?
Did you also know that the reporting of a bankruptcy on your credit is actually identity theft?
No, I didn't.
It's not what you know. It's what you can prove. Right?
Yeah.
It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Okay. So we're going to say that bankruptcy is as a result of identity theft. Now we need to prove it, correct? All right. What do we know about permissible purpose? A consumer reporting agency can furnish a consumer report under the following circumstances and no other, right? With written permission from the consumer to whom it relates, right? 15 U.S.C. 1681b2. Well, that also means if a consumer reporting agency goes to another consumer reporting agency to procure a consumer report, that consumer reporting agency needs permission, written permission from the consumer. Yes?
Yes.
Right. A legitimate business reason does not justify a consumer reporting agency furnishing your report to another one. Written permission has to and must be given. That was updated in the permissible purpose law in 2022, March of 2022. Now, 15 U.S.C. 1681Q. Obtaining information under false pretenses. A person shall not obtain a consumer report for, hold on, let me not paraphrase it because I don't want to mix it up. So we're going to go over there. And y'all got your phone. I like when y'all read it because people were saying, Daraine, you're the one saying it and reading. So when they hear from a different source, go to 15 U.S.C. 1681Q. The title is Obtaining Information under False Pretenses.
15 U.S.C.
1681Q.
681. Sure.
It should be titled Obtaining Information under False Pretenses. Yep.
All right.
All right. Who's going to get it for me?
All right, you want to get it, bro? Hey. Let's see.
If every... Yeah. Yeah, it starts from the top. Yeah. If you can please help the leave.
No, that's like ad. That's an ad. Close that out. It's legal. Yeah, they're doing an ad. Close that out. We might be doing an ad.
Oh, right here. There you go. SOP.
There you go.
Any person who knowingly...
Any who?
Any person.
Any person
who knowingly and willfully obtains information on a consumer from a consumer reporting agency under false pretenses shall be fined under Title 18 imprisoned for not more than 2 years or both.
All right. And look at the word person. Click on the word person. What does the word person mean? It's going to give you a definition.
The term person means any individual, partnership, corporation.
Corporation. What is Experian, TransUnion, Equifax?
The corporation.
Corporations.
Yeah.
So if a corporation goes to another consumer reporting agency to obtain your information under false pretenses, what is that called? Identity theft. Well, wait. It says on the Title 18, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go now to 18. We're going to go to the same title. 18 U.S.C. 1028A. So go back into Google and then type in 18 U.S.C. 1028A.
Aggravated identity theft.
Aggravated what?
Identity theft.
Interesting. Okay, let's go.
1. Whoever during and in relation to any felony violation enumerated in subsection C knowingly transfers, possession, or uses without lawful authority a means of identification of another person shall, in addition to punishment provided for such felony, be sentenced to a term of imprisonment of 2 years.
Really? Doesn't that sound like what we just read over 1681?
Yeah.
So if TransUnion, Equifax, or Experian obtains your information from another consumer reporting agency, doesn't that mean they use an identification of you, or they possess it or transferred it without lawful authority? They never got any permissible purpose. So they obtained that information under what? False pretenses. That now constitutes what? Aggravated identity theft. Well, Cody, isn't there a part of the FCRA that speaks about identity theft? 15 U.S.C. 1681 C2. You might want to take a look over there.
If 281.
15 U.S.C. 1681 C2.
C2.
Block of information resulting from identity theft.
Interesting. Please, go ahead.
Block. Except as otherwise provided in this section, a consumer reporting agency shall block the report.
They shall what?
Shall block.
They shall what?
Yep. block
Okay.
the reporting of any information in the file of a consumer that the consumer identifies as information that resulted from an alleged identity theft not later than 4 business days.
Interesting. Keep going.
Yeah. 4 business days after the date of receipt by such agency of
The following information, right?
Yeah.
So if you can prove that the bankruptcy is as a result of identity theft, you can legally, lawfully get a bankruptcy deleted in 4 days. Congratulations. You just learned my 4-day method for a bankruptcy.
damn.
Wow.
That's crazy. That is
So what if it passes 4 days? What if it's on the 6th or the 7th?
I wish you would. Ask me that again. Let me put the water.
So now you're telling me we can get bankruptcy deleted in 4 days.
I didn't tell you. You saw it yourself. Did
so
you?
the law is telling me that we can remove a bankruptcy within 4 days, correct? So now, what happens if the 5th day comes and that bankruptcy is
I heard you were in the market for a Lamborghini. I
Yeah.
also heard you were in the market for a home. I also heard you're a real estate investor who's looking to expand your portfolio.
Yeah.
See, if you are damaged as a result of that negative information because a consumer reporting agency failed to do what they're responsible to do, which is block the information in 4 days of receipt of the alleged identity theft, it sounds to me like 1681N. You want to see what it says?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Let's see what it says.
Check it out. Have you guys ever heard of anything like this, y'all? Man, 4 days. All right, so
15 USC 1681N.
1681
N.
So this one is civil liability for willful non-compliance.
For what?
Willful non-compliance.
So if the law says you're supposed to block the information in 4 days, did the law says anything about an investigation? No.
No.
Did it says anything about passing 4 days? No. It says block the information within 4 business days of the receipt of the notice. What does it say if they're not compliant?
So now it says in general, any person who willfully
Any what?
any person and a person.
What does the word person mean?
It says the term person means any individual, partnership, corporation.
Well, does that make TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian?
They fall in that category.
Touche.
It says
Good
government
man.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about the government later.
Yeah. So it says any person who willfully fails to comply with any requirement imposed under this subchapter with respect to any consumer is liable to that consumer in any amount.
In what?
In an amount equal to the sum of one, any actual damages.
Any what?
Any actual damages.
Really? So your Lamborghini, your house, the 5 unit for your real estate portfolio.
Yeah.
Really? Should I go on?
Yes. Sure. So,
Right?
so it says any actual damages sustained by the consumer as a result of the failure
Of the what?
damages, of the failure or damages of not less than $100
So,
and
Cody,
not more than 1,000.
if they're supposed to, by law, block it in 4 days, and they fail to do that, didn't that say you can get paid?
Yeah.
In what? Any actual damage.
Any actual damages sustained by the consumer as a result.
Congratulations. Y'all have been upgraded to Consumer Law University.
Yeah, experts. You know?
It's a different game when you know this stuff. Like, people are worried about a credit score. Fuck a credit score. You can make real money off this shit. Dude, I got $1.4 million right now in lawsuits.
Against
Experian? I did want to
TransUnion?
jump into it because, like, majority of people don't know this information.
When you change the things you look at, the things you look at will also change. Fuck a credit score. I'm beyond a credit score. I'm beyond deletions. I want me some checks.
So we got to jump into these big companies getting sued, because I'm assuming that that they're breaching some type of law or something is going wrong.
Oh, there's a lot
They're
going
breaking
on.
things,
There's a lot.
but I'm assuming that those people are gonna have to know their codes. Their, pull up all type of.
They got to know what
Proof of
applies
things
to
like
them.
that.
Not everything applies to everyone. Let me start this part off. Let me give you an example. Wells Fargo, 3.7 billion lawsuit. CFPB hit them with, right? What did they do? Misapplied payments to people's accounts, illegal foreclosure on homes, illegal repossession. They charge fees. They charge overdraft fees. They also did junk fees. Bank of America, 200 million. They misapplied payments. They withheld credit card bonuses and perks from people. They charge an exorbitant junk fees. Guys, do you understand? So, in the Wells Fargo case, 16 million people got affected. Who got their phone out? Take out the calculator. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. I'm gonna show you why it's okay for them to pay these fines. All right. How much is the average late payment right now?
About $35.
$35. 35 multiplied by 16 million. You might have to turn your phone sideways when you do it. When you do the calculation.
Sir. 16 million?
16 million.
2,
Mm-hmm.
560 million?
Damn.
Now, that's per month. Let's see. All right.
Wait.
Now, that's per month. Now, you multiply that by 12.
So this is the amount of money that they're making?
Per month. That's per month off of late payments.
Oh. I don't even know what this one is, bro.
That's 6 trillion.
6 trillion. 6.7 trillion.
So that's that's 6 billion. I'm sorry. So that's 6,720 million. So the CFPB only charge them what? 3.7 billion. That's half of that.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. So if it's gonna cost me 3.7 billion to make 6.7 billion, I'm gonna give you your piece of the check. Come on, Cody.
Now I see where this is coming. Now I see.
Remember, that's only late payment alone. Remember, we did not go into interest rates. We did not calculate overdraft fees.
Yeah.
We did not calculate junk fees and service fees and the rest of fees that they charge. That's just late payment alone. Late payment alone paid the bill, bro.
You get it, bro?
Yeah.
I get it. I definitely bro. It definitely opened up my eyes because a lot of people do have late payment fees. And these banks these major banks.
That's crazy.
It's a $3.7 billion fucking business model. Late payment alone.
Yeah.
So people think that the banks make their money off of interest and all of that money, but
No.
it's really all these other little things.
The fees that nobody talks about. Let me ask you a question. Do you pay a separate check for a late payment or do they just debit it from your account? They debit it.
Debit.
Yeah.
So people don't even have a choice in the matter.
Damn.
Right, because your money's stored in there. Now I get why the CFPB is getting involved with this stuff.
The CFPB wants their cut.
So now one thing that it was breaking news, I think just the other day, right before Joe Biden is about to leave office, he changed late payment fees down to $8 or so.
That's going to take they're still going to profit.
Yeah.
But it's going to take, come on, we did that at what, $35, right?
Yeah.
Now imagine it going to $8. They're going to have to make their money some other way.
Yeah.
So 601, 12 of the other. So they're going to take it away from here. They're going to get it back.
They're going to bump it up
somewhere else. Correct. The system is run by the banking system. Banks run the world.
Banks and insurance companies?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's dive into. I really want y'all to think about this. Wells Fargo got caught. And did you know that inside of that report with the CFPB, it says Wells Fargo a repeated offender?
Some people calculate their fines and their fees. Like, all right, cool. If I pay this amount in fee, to the government, I'll be all right. That's how they look at it.
That's the dude. If I made almost $7 billion off of this late payment,
Yeah.
and Uncle Sam wants half, that's taxes, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, that's taxes they just paid off of late payments.
Right.
All right, you get your money. I'm good. I'm good. All right. Just give me my cut, Cody. Just give me my cut.
Yeah. Wow. I never really thought about it like that because it's such a small fee and you just never really would think, all right, well, let me just, it adds up. You know what I mean? It definitely does.
Multiplied by 16 million. Oh, it adds up quick. And remember now, that was what, 570 million per month that they were making. Per month. Per month. And we're not talking about all the car payments that they're taking in the mortgage pay. Do you see why these banks will never fail?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. When you know and learn how the banking system works, it changes your whole perspective. So I don't feel anything going after any of them for $1 million or $2 million, or as I'll get better at what I do, tens of millions of that. I don't feel bad at all. I'm going for it.
So,
wait.
I was going to say, so since, you've been fighting these big corporations, big companies and things like that, what's the biggest payout you've seen somebody get, whether you or your client?
All right. So one of my students, Daraine, personal information. Did y'all know you could get a check off for personal information?
Like your name,
address, phone number. Yeah.
Okay.
Daraine got a $50,000 check.
50
grand.
Zero.
Mm-hmm. Personal information alone. So now what I'm teaching them is, how do you use the late payment strategy? Because first of all, most people don't even know. The reason why a late payment is on your credit is because you let it be on your credit. Most people will never challenge a late payment. What are they doing? They're using fucking goodwill letters. Oh, please, my cat died. My dog died. I've been a great consumer for many, many years. I've never been late. Why would you ever want to say some shit like that? See, most people don't know the power that they have, right? And it's the same reason why we are constantly being oppressed, because most black and brown people do not recognize their own potential. So, late payments. Well, in the eyes of the law, and the only law that allows a payment to be late, there's 5 conditions for a late payment to be valid. 5. Mm-hmm. Most people don't even know there's a condition for late payments. So when we go to 15 U.S.C. 1666b, timing of payments, it's the only law that can authorize a payment to be late, because the law specifically says a creditor cannot treat a payment as late under any circumstances unless, right? Unless changes the factor. Meaning that there's a way to treat the payment as late, but it must meet the conditions that they're about to give. Mm-hmm. The first thing that they're going to say is that periodic statements need to be given out, right? Monthly periodic statement. That periodic statement must have information from section 1637b. Mm-hmm. The next thing is it must be either mailed or delivered to the consumer. And then it must be done no later or less than 21 days before the payment due date.
So that's a monthly thing.
Yes.
Okay.
So if these things aren't done, the late payment cannot exist, because the creditor cannot treat a payment as late unless. So they have to do those things. And then late payment is negative information. Did you also know that there's a law that speaks about what is required for negative information to be furnished?
Yeah.
So if the late payment ones weren't done, the negative notice wasn't sent, that's 5 things. No one never get all 5. Without all 5, the late payment does not exist, because they cannot furnish the late payment without being compliant with 1666b, and a late payment is negative information, and before negative information gets furnished, it must follow the the negative information notice, meaning that either before the negative information gets put on your credit report, or within 30 days after it's put on your report, you must get a notice. No one ever gets those notices. So when I say to you, beloved, a late payment exists because you let it, is because you never challenge a late payment the right way. That's why I tell people, your late payment exists because you let it exist. You never challenge her. You're begging for something that you have all the right to get the information. The burden of proof is not on you, the consumer. They have to prove these things were done.
Right.
If they cannot prove it, it cannot be accurate. So when you send out a late payment round one letter to Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, and they come back with verified or validated, they now must prove that all 5 things were done. Without those proof, a late payment cannot be accurate. And then you use 15 U.S.C. 1681 I 6B3 to compel them, because when you request the description of the procedure used, they have to send that to you by law. And when you ask for it, they have 15 days to provide it to you. 15 U.S.C. 1681 I-7. Game changer, bro.
So I was gonna say, it's like, now that's crazy because we went from child support to late payments to bankruptcies. And
you know what most people don't even
crazy.
know? That your baby mama is the child support agent.
Yeah.
Nah, we got.
I wanted to ask that because I feel like I feel like a lot of people be like, a lot of women be out here and they kind of be plotting nowadays. Especially,
bro.
We had this conversation where women with certain like celebrities and certain people of like, you know, fame or whatever, you start to see that they have kids with multiple different celebrities on the back end. So it's like, do these women be plotting, you know, like, you know,
Some of these women look at their pussy as an ATM.
wait, it's true.
For sure, 100%.
It's true. It's true.
It's an ATM.
Yeah.
It's going to print money for the next 18 to 25 years. See,
Yeah.
y'all young bulls are laughing. Y'all better be careful. Y'all need to wrap it up. Our pull-out game must be strong. Make sure y'all pull out games on point. I'm telling you, it's a trap. It is a trap.
I have seen people like 50 Cent, you know, he got his kid. A lot of people say I look like the guy, but
Very true.
yeah, a lot of people say that.
50. Yeah, I'm trying to get 50. You know, some DNA, Cody.
You know, you might have another kid out there. You never know. But you know, even with him, you know, he's not even like, his son doesn't even like his, you know, the father, mother don't like.
And you know why that is?
Father.
Because of the baby mama, bro.
Yeah.
That's the reason why.
And it's not even just 50. If we go on the internet, we see Tyrese every day crying.
Now, hey, back the fuck up. Back the fuck
He
up.
said, "Fuck."
Back the fuck up. You ain't gonna talk about my guy like that. You ain't gonna talk about my guy, Terry.
Nah, truth be told, it looked like he's going a lot.
He's going through it.
And he's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
What?
Men of high net worth become target for women with ATM pussy.
Yeah.
Right? They become targets. So Johnny will be ready in just a minute, all right? I'll be right there. Right? So like men, especially men with high net worth, you need to be careful. Y'all are up and coming, y'all need to be careful. Because Kanye West said it and Jamie Foxx said it. 18 years, and then you find out the kid wasn't his.
Oh, right.
Y'all need to be careful. DNA test off the rip. If the kid don't look like me, DNA test. But DNA test, I need proof. Bro, do you know how many men found out later on in life that the kid that they thought was theirs was not? Dude, I saw this on the internet. This dude, right? They went to do Ancestry.com to trace back the heritage and lineage and all of that. In doing that with his daughter, 4 years old, he found out the daughter was not his. And then the baby mama's going to say, that's your daughter. Bitch. I swear to God right now, you denied somebody to be a dad. No, like y'all, like, oh, females are gonna say, well, Daraine, you're being crazy. No, fuck that. You denied the rightful father the ability to be a father
Yeah.
by lying to the guy that you're with, telling that guy that dude, all kids get, if they don't look like me, DNA. No, I ain't taking no jackets. We call it jacket in Jamaica. I don't know what y'all call it over here in America. We call it jacket, meaning it's not yours, but you can fit it. And if it fits, nigga, you wearing it. That's like, no. We're not gonna say, but she's your daughter. No, she's not. She's my daughter because you fooled me into the situation. She's my kid because you denied the rightful father. And some of y'all are gonna say, Daraine, you're being unrealistic or you're being stupid or whatever the fuck you. Calm down. Calm down. Because saying it more loudly don't make me more correct. The rightful father have been denied the opportunity to be a father. And you forced a responsibility onto someone else that it was not his responsibility. Come on. At what point do we let these females be accountable? At what point?
Right.
At what point? Did you also know that if you are married and the female steps out of the marriage and get pregnant and brings the kid back, by law, you're the father?
I think I heard about that. The step kid, or if you
no step nothing. No step nothing. If you're married, let me give you an example. People in the military, we go away for 12 months, and people in the military, we go away, and we're there for a while. And let's say now, right before you left, you just shut the whole club up. You let the whole clip, emptied the whole clip, right? So you emptied the whole clip in the club, but you didn't hit nobody. There was no one in the club. It was an empty club, right? So the club was empty. But then as soon as you left, homeboy, what y'all call him over here? Back in Jamaica, we call him Jim Screechy. Over here, y'all have a name for that. Tyrone. Over here, y'all have a different name for him.
They call him Tyrone.
So Tyrone slipped in, right? And Tyrone let his clip go. And Tyrone hit. But then you came back. And you came back to a fit. But because you're so, oh my God, you never went to do a DNA test. Only to find out later on that little Jimmy ain't you. Because you're like, why does little Jimmy look different? He don't look like me. Nothing. He has none of my features. That was red flag number 1 to go get a DNA test. And the chicks be mad when you take the kids for a DNA test. If you have nothing to hide in it, why are you mad?
Yeah. So do you tell them and prep them, be like, yo, I'm about to go take the kids to do a DNA test?
No, they're going to stop you. Why would you do that? Take a toothbrush sometimes and go get it tested. Like, it's time to change toothbrush. It's time to change toothbrush. Go get it tested. Nobody's gonna. You don't have to take the kid. Go get the toothbrush tested. Cut a piece of the hair. Go get the hair tested. Yo, I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm not taking no kid without a DNA. I'm like, you see how he looks like me?
Yeah.
I know that's my kid. He even got my eyelashes. I know that's my kid. If he looks different, give me that toothbrush. Yeah.
Bring your brush in.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, what blood type are you? Let's go do blood tests.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm O. I'm O negative. I'm O negative, right? His mom is O positive. If he has a blood type other than O, it's not my kid. How? 2 O's. The kid got to be an O. Ain't no way for you to be an A or a B or a B. Nope. You got to be an O.
What if she says no?
What if she says no to what?
It's
I'm sure she got to work. And she ain't the only parent here. I'm a parent too.
Yeah.
And I want to know what blood type my kid is.
Mm.
Who's gonna deny you from knowing what blood type your kid is? Come on. Let's be realistic.
They shouldn't. I mean, it's definitely.
So
yeah.
if it's a no, you know that something is up. There was some shooting going on in the club. Your bullets may not have hit.
So in situations like that, you said go do a DNA test.
I said go do it.
Go do it.
I recommend all men go do DNA tests. If the kid is not a spitting image of you, go do a DNA test.
So the kid the DNA test comes back and it's, the kid is his. How could he find himself where I always wonder why can't guys just provide for the kid? Yo, hey, I'm gonna give some money to the kid, make sure the kid is
Wait, whose kid are we talking about? If it's his, hold on. Let's get say, Tony, what kid are we talking about?
Let me break it down.
I'm about to say, they're looking at you crazy. I'm not. Yes, sir.
Let me break it down because I got 9 questions in my head. But I was saying the DNA comes back, the kid is yours.
Yeah.
Why can't you just provide for the kid? Hey,
those are called baby daddies. You got to be careful now. We have fathers, and then there's baby daddies. We are not the same. My kid's mom, all she needs to say is, "Oh, Xavier got this. All right, bet. Zell. Oh, he has this. It's winter. We just went shopping yesterday.
Yeah.
We looking fly together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She should not have to be begging me for stuff for my kid, bro. No. Disgusting. She should not have to need something for my kid, and I'm going to say no. And some of these baby daddies ain't shit. Because they're like, oh, if I'm not hitting that again, I'm not doing nothing for the kid. Nigga, what? What?
Dudes is wild out here, man.
That's a fact.
What does you hitting that have to do with your kid? The kid didn't ask to be born. You shot that club up. You knew in those last 3 seconds your ass should have pulled out. You knew it. Those last 3 seconds, all right. Y'all are telling me that them last 3 seconds, y'all don't think should I, come on, y'all know that y'all should I pull out or not? Every one of us has that thought. The last 3, if y'all sit on here and lie to the people, if y'all, look at Cody, he's guilty.
Listen, I don't got too much words because the ladies watch the podcast and they say, I watched your podcast. And now, so I ain't got no words. Listen, y'all put only
that last 3 seconds, every one of us think about it. Should I pull out? And before you let the thought out of your mind, you done shot the whole motherfucking club. And you know what's crazy? All right, let me tell you how crazy this thing is. These females, they're gonna say, "Oh, it's yours. Give it to me, daddy. Give it to me. Yeah, it's all yours. Let it go." Yeah, no, in my most vulnerable state, you're gonna tell me to send it all home. I know one thing: my mom ain't raised no pussy. Yeah, nope. So if you're going to tempt me with a good time, mom ain't raised no bitch. I'm going to let it go.
They be like, if you want to.
So then that voice, you always hear that voice. Pull out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you ignore that motherfucker. Then your ass is at Walls Green and CVS buying a Plan B.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I ain't gonna lie,
it's dangerous too, because I'm thinking about it though,
they be telling you some shit.
Yeah, they be telling you some shit, and then on top of that too,
I'll never give it away.
Even regardless, it's usually the woman's choice whether they you could argue, you could scream at her, I don't want a kid, but it's still her choice. That's the final decision.
No, you're taking that Plan B in front of me.
But some of them, hey, I don't want to take a Plan B.
If you know she's that type, pull out. Better yet, use a condom. If the shit broke, still pull out.
Yeah.
Yep. Come on, you will know the personality. You'll know the personality of the ones that won't take it. Oh, just send it to me. Nope, I'm going to pull up with the plan B. Here you go, baby. I'm going to bring a bottle of water too. Sure, sip on that. I'm gonna bring you a whole alkaline water.
Yeah. Oh, my man.
Nah, it's crazy. This just
I was about to say it's the same. It's crazy world out here.
It is. Y'all gotta protect y'all assets.
Yeah, literally. The one night stands, all of the crazy stuff out here.
Wrap it up.
And so in Tyrese's case, like he's a millionaire.
Multi.
Put
some respect on my dude's goddamn
My
name.
man is an actor, an artist, a business
you know what I
story.
mean? Like super well known. But it seems like he's going through a lot.
Yeah, because he
I've seen it
became a
checks
target.
every month. It's crazy.
He became a target for ATM pussy. That's all.
Yeah.
DJ Academics, 24,000 a month. What kid needs 24,000 a month? Look that shit up if y'all don't believe me.
I didn't even know he had a kid.
Look it up. Was it Academic or Mustard?
Jamaican?
Hold on. No, y'all got me.
Probably Mustard.
Look it up.
DJ Mustard.
Academics, it may not be you. My bad, bro. Look it up. Is it a Mustard or Academics? It's one of them. It's one of them, though. I know it's one of them.
All right, look, I'm looking at Mustard. Look at
Yeah, you look up Mustard, you look up Academics. One of them is paying 24,000 a month.
Mustard.
It's Mustard?
24,000.
All right, Academics, my apologies. That was not you. My bad.
So now let me ask you a
What
question.
kid? Hold on, Cody. What kid needs 24 grand a month?
money.
Dude, people work a whole year just for 24,000.
Yeah.
And you're telling me one kid that can't even crawl needs that? What is he eating? Gold motherfucking flakes? Is it Cheerios of gold? I'm just saying, bro. Like, come on.
So now, what about the prenup stuff? Like, that's a whole nother different game when it comes to asset protection, right?
Prenup. Listen, I don't want nothing in my name. The trust owns everything. I am just a trustee. I operate on the best knowledge, on the guidance, on the will of the trust. I own nothing.
Yeah. So what about like say for example, would you ever get married knowing that the kind of wealth that you build for yourself and continue to keep building? Like,
I don't see it. All right. So if you can answer this question, give me one benefit. I don't need two. I just need one. Give me one benefit that you will get in a marriage that you cannot get from a girlfriend. I need one benefit. Just one.
I feel like depending on the girl.
Give me one benefit.
I'm thinking about it.
Give me one benefit of a man being married that he cannot get from a girlfriend. Give me one benefit. I'll wait.
You get a ring.
Oh yeah. Technically,
You get a ring.
Your girlfriend can buy you a ring.
True. They call it promise rings. Yeah.
You see how hard it is? All right, let's flip the script. Give me 3 benefits that a woman get from being married.
oh, she
Combined income, combined bank accounts.
Really?
You buy a house together.
Look how easy that was for you to list all of those.
Yeah.
Look how easy that was.
Yeah.
So where is the benefit for a man being married? What benefit do we get for being married? Crickets?
I mean, hey, but if the girl has a lot of money,
If you're okay with being better, then sure.
I mean, hey, but
You're speaking for yourself. They really you out here. She's gonna be the one wearing the pants. And that shit, he may not hurt you now. That motherfucker will hurt you later. See, women care about income. Men don't. See, a man will go and take up a girl that doesn't even have a fucking stream of income and turn her into Queen motherfucking Victoria. But you know how difficult it is or how rare it is for a woman with money to take up a broke man?
Very hard.
Yeah.
you don't even look your way.
You ain't on this level. See, the problem is we have a lot of women running around being men these days. And they're not feminine anymore. They're not in their feminine energy. They have this masculine shit about, like, I don't want to be in the house fighting with another dude, bro. Why I need another me? Why? Oh, but no, I make enough money for all of us. Be a woman. Be feminine. Be a caregiver. Be a nurturer. Speak life into me. Take care of the kids. Make sure that we are good. Hold the house down while I go kill the marketplace. I shouldn't be at war in the marketplace and then come home to a fucking tornado, bro. That type of shit will mess people up. This, like, my home should be where peace reigns. It should be an escape from the marketplace. It should be where I reset and life is spoken back into me because I gave so much out in the marketplace. Okay. Most homes these days are competition, bro.
Yeah.
Women want to wear the pants, want to be bending dudes over and shit. No, bro. That shit ain't happening.
Whoa. Yeah.
Like, we can both win, but let's stick to our goddamn roles. The same way I can't be that caregiver, that mom. I can't be... Hold on. You need something? What you need? All right. That will be done in a minute, all right? All right. See you in a bit. All right. Now back to the story. Y'all don't edit this part now. I wanted it. Right? So, men don't care what a woman makes. It's irrelevant. Don't care. Don't care about how many degrees you got. None of that shit matters. None.
Yeah.
Like, that stuff only matters to y'all. It only matters to y'all. Men want peace. Men want a life giver. Men want women that can speak life into us. I don't want to be in battle with my woman. I don't need to be... Why do I have to be proving everything to you? Why must we constantly be in confrontation? Why? And some of these women are trying to prove everything to the world. Oh, I'm successful. I'm this, I'm that. Okay, great. Good luck now finding a man. Then you're 50 by yourself, only fucking cats in your house running around and dogs. And now you're 50 and you're alone. You put your career first. No, you can't have no more kid.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck's gonna want you now? Who?
Yeah.
Ain't me. It's not.
Yeah.
Like, we need to be like the golden years for women. And we need to, men and women are not the same.
Yeah.
And we need to recognize that fact and stop thinking that we are not the same.
Women's prime time is usually like 18.
18 to 35, if 35. And that's pushing it. And that's pushing it. 18 to maybe 30, prime years.
Yeah.
After that, it goes downhill. Men, we are the opposite.
Yeah.
See, y'all ever wondered why most women, right, when they're young and pretty, they want to live their best life. They want to be with everybody. They outside, right?
All right.
They outside. Now they ran through. Now at 30, oh, I want to be settled down. And then you're like, who pays premium price for a used car?
That is true.
But see, with men, it's different. So men in our 20s, women, they don't want to go out with us. They say you're not shit.
Nope.
You ain't make no money.
Yep.
You're this, you're that, you're a brokey. All good, right? And then in their best time of their life, they're being flown out to Dubai, Angola. Yeah. They're going to motherfucking Barbados. They're going everywhere.
Going to Jamaica with the rafts.
Oh my, you better not go.
The place
God, girlfriend, I wish you would go to Jamaica on a motherfucking rap. You coming off of that plane single.
They begin to paste all over their legs.
It's not passing the knee. Knee and below. Knee and below. Pass one knee. And first of all, yo, don't even tell me about no motherfucking girl trip. Yo, if y'all have a chick And she,
Yeah.
oh, we're going on a girl trip. Bruh, I promise you, you need to be single. Dude, I've been Tyrone. I know what goes on those girl trips. The person behind the camera that's taking all the pictures that y'all never see is Tyrone. Tyrone is the other plate or the other cup that's taking the picture that you see the cup and the plate, but you don't see Tyrone.
Mm-hmm.
That's Tyrone.
You see the stars in the Benz or the ambient light. That's what they call it.
That's Tyrone.
Yeah, passenger side.
But truth be told, I feel like it definitely does begin with educating the young men, like, coming up, because we see the same mistakes over and over again. And I think, guys dating girls who you already know this thing is going to go left, but yeah, she's attractive. Then you ended up breeding her. Now you're dealing with child support for 18 years.
18.
Your life turns miserable.
Birthday, he found out he wasn't his?
Yeah.
Now, I ain't saying she a gold, baby.
So
he ain't messing with no bro.
It's crazy, but it's like, it's going to keep happening because, that's just what, it's a lot of these girls, like you said, they preying on certain men, especially successful men. So I feel like when men get to that level of or that stage of being successful, you really have to watch out.
Mm-hmm.
But it's tough. It's tough.
All right. So let me break something down to y'all. Women in their prime years, 18 to 27, maybe 30, right? Yeah. They look at dudes their age as ancient dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then these same women now in their 30s want to settle down with the same dudes they didn't told to go fuck off.
Yeah.
But now he made money. He used them 10, 15 years to figure out life.
Yeah.
And and they're going to say, oh, men in their 30s or late 30s and 40s don't want no woman their age. Yeah, you goddamn right they don't. You know why? Because y'all are the same motherfuckers that when we were in our 20s that we tried to date you, you said you ain't shit, Daraine. You said you ain't got it. You can't take care of this. Oh, you're a scrub. You're in the passenger side of your best friend's ride. All right. But now I pull up in a motherfucking AMG GLE coupe, motherfucker. Hello, motherfucker. Now I got that Lamborghini Urus. Oh, now you want... No, I ain't paying premium price for that.
Yeah.
No.
That's
How many bodies than you've got since I tried? It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Now they want to...
Yes.
Now they didn't live their best life. Now they want to settle down. I'm going to give y'all this game, ladies. If you see dude, and dude is trying to holler, and you see that dude is going to put in that work, he's going to stick to his means right now because he's creating a better version of himself later on. And y'all say to this dude that I believe in you. I know you can do it. And I'm going to stick by you. You see, when y'all reach 35 and 40 and he figures this shit out, you're going to be the one on the yacht. You're going to be the one taking the trips. You're going to be the one. But when you just keep running to motherfucking Tyrone, because Tyrone got a Lamborghini right now, and the dude that's trying to holler, that's building himself up, you say he ain't shit. Whatever happens to you in your 30s, when men have nothing to do with you anymore, that's because of the choices you make.
That's a fact.
A lot of people judge people on where they are right now. Where you are right now does not mean that's where you're going to finish. It just means that's where I am right now. My current situation does not define my reality, God damn it. I may be broke right now, but best believe I ain't going to be broke forever. Best believe that. And if you can't see that dream and live that dream, obviously you're not the one for me. Go to Tyrone. He'll be all right. But your ass is going to see me. You will see me in 10 years, motherfucker. You're going to see me. And I'm going to drive. And if it's raining and there's a pothole, but even though I got them Lamborghini rims, I can afford to go fix it. I'm going to hit that pothole.
Yeah. This definitely was and I'm seeing that in real time today. Like, especially, all of us that was outside, 27.
Where are they now?
It's basically,
Oh, you're 32.
Yeah.
You're 33. You're 34.
Yeah.
Them biological clocks are ticking in.
Yeah.
You ever start remembering the good guys, the guys, things.
Oh, I see Cody have a podcast. Now, let me slide into Cody's DM real quick. Hey, big head.
I ain't gonna lie, I've seen a few of them, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I ain't lying. And I want to bring it back to this before we get out of here. So the competition between men and women, it's not. It's society dividing the men from the women, right? And y'all go to school now because y'all want to get all these accolades behind y'all names and stuff. Cool, whatever. More power to you. And then you come out with these student loans, and then you get taken advantage of by companies like Navient, like Fair. You think that a student loan is supposed to be on your credit when it's not. Most people don't know that student loans isn't supposed to even be on their credit. Student loans is not public information. Student loans are private information. It's not public.
Mhm.
You can't go look it up in Pacer, public access to court electronic records. It's not public information. Your student records under the law, the FERPA law, is private information. As a matter of fact, do any of y'all have student loans?
Not you. Probably like $300 left or so.
Okay, so did you sign any contract with a student loan servicer? Is a student loan servicer reporting your student loans on your credit?
Yeah, the name of it is Mohila. Mohila?
Did you apply to Mohila for a student loan?
Yeah, sorry, man.
So that's what you want to investigate. Maybe you had went to the Department of Ed, or was it Fed loan, but you did not sign a contract with Mohila. Mohila is a servicer, meaning they got your account information from Fed loans or Department of Ed.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot assign or reassign permissible purpose. So if you gave if you gave Fed loan, if you gave Department of Ed permission to pull and access your report, that permission cannot be assigned to somebody else. Permissible purpose is specific to the person that the permissible purpose is granted to. They can't assign it. So the student loan servicer that's reporting the student loan on your credit, it's actually identity theft because they cannot produce a contract. Ask them to provide a contract or any written agreement where you, the consumer, gave that particular entity, Mohila, Nailnet, Navient. Navient can't even collect student loans anymore because they asses is Navient got banned, bruh. Navient, breaking news, Navient is banned from collecting federal student loans. They cannot service federal student loans anymore. Y'all don't believe me? Go look it up. Google, baby. Go. Yeah, they gotta pay like $20 million.
So why? I mean, some people be like, all right, cool. I went to school. I got my doctorate degree. I got my master's degree, and they was able to use a company like Navient. So I would think they're helping the community, helping the society.
Did they use the Navient or did someone else did?
I really don't know.
See, all right. Student loans can work for you. It can work against you. If it's working for me, I ain't got no beef. But the minute the shit turns south, I have all beefs. It's not supposed to be on the credit. So if it's positive and it's helping you out, I'm with it. I support it. Yay, student loan.
Mm-hmm.
But if the shit's negative and it's dragging you through the mud, it's not supposed to be on your credit. Now you know. It's not supposed to be on your credit. Because you did not give Navient, you did not give FAIA, you did not give Nail, you did not give any of these corporations any written permission.
Right.
You have to give the written permission for them to access your credit reports. Your student loan records are a matter of private information. That's non-public personal information.
Right. I do know, like, student loans, like, two ways that it usually affects people is from DTI and delayed payments, you know.
So for those that don't know what DTI means.
So basically, like, the amount of money that they borrowed, they can't go out and borrow more money. So if
Because
you
their
wind up,
debt to
you know,
income now is too much.
Yeah. if they wanted to buy a house,
it works against them. And
works.
most people don't know that the shit shouldn't even be on there in the first place. It's crazy, right?
Wait, so why is Navient under fire? All right,
You want to pull it up real quick before we get out of
yeah,
here?
let's check it out.
Yeah, let's bless the people before we get out of here.
I seen how Wells Fargo is under fire, but
Put CFPB sues Navient.
CFP
Or Navient banned. Navient banned by CFPB. Either one works.
All right, Navient
Banned by the CFPB.
and by CFPB cycle. So it says CFP bans Navient from federal student loan servicing and orders the company to pay $120 million.
I'm sorry, I said 20 million. 120 million. I stand corrected.
Right. So it says 120 million for wide-ranging student lending failures. Washington D.C. today, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau filed a proposed order against the student loan servicer Navient for its years of failure and law breaking. And this was September 2024.
That's recent, bro. That's like a month and a little bit ago. Like, dude, when you know this stuff, like, if you have Navient student loans on your credit or student loans in general, y'all need to come in student loans on here and let me know, because I have a Navient letter, bro. I'm just, bro. I am, bro. I'm him. I'm him. I'm just gonna say that I'm him. Yeah.
Nah, this one was a really good one. Like,
Wait, let's see if they want part 3 though, because this would be a part 2, right?
Yeah.
If y'all want part 3, if y'all want me to come back, y'all just need to let y'all host know. So y'all need to come in part 3.
Before we wrap though, we're in November, heading into December 2025. So we just had an election, right? And based off of what you've seen, in the past few years, how do you see things going now that we got a new, set of people in the government right now?
I think we're going to see a lot of changes because, first of all, I don't think Trump supported anything that the Biden administration did. So he's going to work the opposite way. Whatever they did, he will undo, because he needs his own shine. He needs his own ego stroked, right? People need to know that Trump is him, and he's going to make sure people know that. So things where they failed, he's going to make those things work, because he has to be him. He has to be that dude that fixes the economy. Yeah. If not, his legacy will be tarnished. So I think we're going to see a lot of improvements from Trump, because he will not let his legacy be in the shadows of the Biden administration. He's going to be known as the president that brought the economy back. He has to.
Yeah.
He has to.
So what about, like, as far as credit wise, do you think this would be like Trump being in office? Do you think this is going to be a good thing for, consumers and people out there? What do you think?
It could work either way. There will be stability in the market. There will, like Trump's Trump being back as president-elect, people have made millions of dollars.
Bitcoin is at 100,000.
Bitcoin went up. My friends in the stock market, they were eating. And it's times like these, I could punch myself in the throat. Why didn't I learn the stock market too?
Right.
I would literally punch myself. There you go. Right? I should have learned the stock market too. Really, I saw Aristotle close like dude was up like 400 grand in one of his account. Like, bruh,
Man.
like those swing trades bro, dude did a leap trade. He made like 25 grand. Like, bruh, I need to learn the stock market, bro. I'm gonna be great at lawsuits, but that stock market money hit too, bro. It hits.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot more opportunities, a lot of opportunities for a lot of people. But if people don't change the things they look at, the things they look at won't change. People need to see things not as they are, but what they can be, because it's in the can be is where the equity will be there. That's where the equity will be. Like dude that made Chat GPT, dude's on his way to becoming a trillionaire, bro. AI has changed the game. And people are fighting against AI ain't going nowhere. That shit's let out the gate. Y'all watch Terminator? Yes. AI is out the gate, bro. And it can work for you or it can work against you. Your best bet right now is to learn how to integrate whatever you do with AI because it's not going anywhere. And the people that learn this system, they will be further ahead than everybody else. Facts. The metaverse, virtual reality, bro.
Yeah.
The landscape has changed, bro. The way we consume information has changed. Most people don't know that it is possible for you to make literally $1 million overnight. Like you can hit $1 million overnight. You can do, and that might be out of a lot of people's reach. So let's go back. Let's make it more tangible. You can make 10,000 in one night. You can make 10,000 in a week, in a day, in a month. You can do all of these things. You can learn how to sell digital products online. You can make content, tie that content with a product which has a text number or a call to action. It gets seen by 1 million. A video can go viral. Or y'all should notice, y'all got a couple videos on y'all channel well that hit 1 million.